What's up YouTube, Silver Dragons here, and in this video I want to talk about investing in silver in 2024 and why you absolutely need to be buying silver right now. Let's get into it. Buy your gold and silver online from SD Bullion. New customers get gold or silver at spot by visiting sdbullion.com/new. Thank you so much for watching. I do sincerely appreciate it. If you want to learn more about investing in precious metals, or if you just want to watch awesome videos about gold and silver, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, so why are precious metals such a good investment in 2024 specifically? Well, before I get into that, I want to talk about why I like silver in general. So one of the things I like most about silver is that when you invest in physical silver, there is no counterparty risk. And with almost every other type of investment you could make, there is some form of counterparty risk. This is another party that needs to hold up their end of the deal for your investment to pan out. Let's say you're buying government bonds. You need the government to remain solvent for them to pay back your bond. Let's say you are buying stocks. You need the companies to not be lying to you, to continue to do well. If you're just holding cash, again, you need the government to continue to back that cash. Now, with crypto, you need the exchange to continue to run, etc. There's lots of risks with other investments, but with precious metals, you don't need any other party to hold up their end of the bargain, because you can simply hold the metals in your hand. The only way you could actually lose your investment is if you physically lose your metals. You bury them, you forget where you buried them, or let's say they're stolen from you, something like that. But there are no other parties that need to hold up their end of the bargain, and that's why I like silver so much. Another reason I like silver is because it is a great savings account. Now, I was always terrible at saving money until I started investing in physical silver, because when you buy these coins and rounds, you don't want to get rid of them. These are fun to own. When I had money in my savings account with my bank, if I needed to buy something or wanted to go on a trip, I would simply push a few buttons on my phone, move it to the checking account, and then it was gone forever, right? So with silver, there's this barrier in place. You actually need to take it down to the coin shop, trade it for cash, and then you can spend it. And I simply don't want to do that. So this makes a great savings account. Another reason I like silver as an investment is because silver is an inflation hedge. The same is true with gold, but silver, I believe, is more so a hedge against inflation. And the reason is because silver typically does the opposite of whatever the dollar does. If the dollar is getting stronger, typically we see silver go down. If the dollar is getting weaker, if we're seeing more inflation, typically we see silver go up. Now, the dollar and gold can trade in tandem for long periods of time. That's not really true with silver. So if you're wanting that true inflation hedge, I like silver as an investment a little bit more. Also, silver is more volatile than gold, which does make it a better investment in some cases. If you just want stability, you want something that's slowly going to go up over time, then I do like gold. I own gold. Gold is one of my favorite things to buy, but silver moves faster than gold. That's the whole meaning of volatility. It can go up and down much faster. So if they're both going up in tandem, I want to be owning silver, because silver will typically be going up faster than gold. So I love silver. I've been stacking it for many, many years, and I'm still buying it today. Now let's talk about why silver is such a good investment in 2024. Reason number one is impending rate cuts. The Fed has already come out and said we're looking to lower rates this year. Now, they may do it once, they may do it twice. In fact, they may not even do it this year at all. It could be next year. But in the future, they're wanting to lower rates. And when the Fed does lower rates, this typically will weaken the dollar. And again, silver does the opposite of what the dollar does. So if the dollar gets weaker, we're likely going to see silver go up. This is something that's on the horizon. something that's predicted to happen as early as September of 2024, but it hasn't happened yet. So if there's something going on in the near future that's going to improve your investment, going to cause it to go up in value, but it hasn't happened yet, that means that thing is a good investment. Now, I don't know if the Fed is going to lower rates this year or next year, but I do think it's going to happen, and I do think it's going to cause gold and silver to both go up. And again, silver moves faster than gold. So that's why I prefer silver over gold with the impending rate cuts on the horizon. Another reason I like silver in 2024 is because 2024 is an election year, and precious metals thrive on uncertainty. We typically see precious metals go up during election years. Silver has gone up 4 out of the last 6 election years. So typically we see precious metals do well. I think we're going to continue to see them do well this year. Now let's talk about how silver has performed so far in 2024. So it started the year out at $24 an ounce, which is interesting, right? 2024 starts at 24, and currently it's sitting right around $29 an ounce. Now the high was 32 and the low was 22. So that's a $10 swing. Now silver, as I said, can move very fast, and we have seen that, but it is on the rise. It's up $5 already, and we haven't even seen the rate cuts. We're still closing in on the election. There's also a lot of fear out there, and fear drives precious metals prices higher. There are several world conflicts going on right now. We have the conflict in Ukraine. We also have the conflict in Israel. We have a potential conflict between China and Taiwan. There's also fear that the petrodollar will be ending, that Saudi Arabia will no longer trade their oil for dollars, and this will eventually lead to a collapse of the US dollar, or at least removing it as the world's reserve currency. So lots of fear going on right now, lots of uncertainty, and that is good for precious metals. I don't think this fear is going anywhere. I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon. Now, another reason I love silver right now is because when we look at the gold-silver ratio, it is actually still favoring silver. So I've talked about the gold-silver ratio in many videos in the past, but essentially it is how many ounces of silver can buy an ounce of gold. And historically, when we look at the gold-silver ratio over the last 40, 50, or 100 years, it is lower than it is right now. So less ounces of silver to buy an ounce of gold. Right now, with the ratio being high, this is pointing towards silver being undervalued as compared to gold. So the ratio is at about 80 right now, 80 to 1. It should be closer to 60 to 1. So this is another reason why I favor silver in 2024. Probably one of the best reasons to invest in silver is because it is relatively cheap to buy. Anyone can afford to go out and buy 1 ounce of silver. An ounce of silver is going for around $31 to $32 right now. And I know that's a lot of money to some people, but when I first started stacking silver, I was returning cans for 10 cents each, and then I would take that money to go buy silver with. These were cans that I was pulling out of trash cans, dumpsters. I mean, literally, I was dumpster diving to get extra cash to buy silver with because I simply had no additional funds. So if I can do it, I know anyone can do it. And silver is incredibly fun to buy. You buy all of these different designs, coins, rounds, bars, and it's kind of addicting. I'm not going to lie. Once you start doing it, you don't want to stop. And I've been able to amass such a huge savings that I never thought I would be able to do simply because I started buying silver. And I'm still buying it today. In fact, I just picked up 10 more of these Honest Value Never Fails silver rounds at the Long Beach Coin Expo. And these, if you don't know, they're so incredibly cool. So on the back, they have Article 1, Section 10 of the U.S. Constitution, and it reads, "No state shall make anything but gold and silver coin a tender in payment of debts." So that means that no state, in the United States of America can make fiat dollars. They can't have their own dollars that aren't backed by gold and silver. That's why we don't have California dollars or Texas dollars, right? We just have US dollars. It's a national currency. The states aren't allowed to make their own currencies unless they make them out of gold or silver. So I think that's super cool. I love these silver rounds. But anyway, what do you think about investing in silver in the year 2024? Let me know down below in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next one. Silver Dragons out.